What is a red flag from an employer that people might not immediately recognize as a red flag? A couple old senior partners. Lots of young employees and nothing in between. That means there's no opportunity to move up. They can't get people to stay. And can't get lateral transfers. They work young folks for as long as they can. And the young folks leave once they figure out the company sucks. Everybody is very young in a very old company. Had an interview somewhere they offered 20 to 23 starting. Being new in this field. When they asked how much I was expecting to be paid, I said, well, you guys are offering 20 to 23. Starting and being new in the field, I think 20 would be good. Their response was, oh. Well, that's kind of a red flag for us. Usually when someone starts with us, they'll say, I'll take $17 until I can prove to you that I'm worth the $20, so you'll see why we're hesitant. My response, then why would you offer $20 at your low end? Quote, I didn't get a call back. Unlimited time off means that you will never be taking time off. Ever. Management will judge the hell out of you for attempting to take a mental health day or a vacation. The people who take the least time off will wear it like a badge of honor. The last place I worked like this. The owner would lecture us every year about how he's never taken Thanksgiving or Christmas off. And look how well the company is doing. Then he'd give you the stink eye when you wanted to take off to be with your family for those holidays. They claim that overtime isn't mandatory and workers stay longer by choice. Asking if you are somebody who's willing to put in the time to make sure deadlines are met, work is done. Or if you're the type of person who leaves when the workday is finished. Quote, this is generally corporate speak for, we will be forcing you to work unpaid overtime. Any job ad that doesn't mention the name of the company should raise suspicions. Doubly so if it's anything to do with sales. Got done by that trick once. Turned up to the interview and the job was going door to door selling vacuums for Kirby Vacuums. The job title says they're looking to hire rock stars. Poor communication during the hiring process. I interviewed once at a very huge organization that had a site in the town I was living in. And these guys were so proud of the new top-of-the-line facilities. When they took me on a tour, they pointed out the lovely Zen garden area that was made for employees to go, unwind and clear their heads. The problem with it was this area was positioned directly across from all the higher-ups' offices. Yeah. No. The sink or swim technique. It was my first day as a cashier. I got a couple of hours of training. Then I was by myself and we were dead. All of a sudden this rush came in and I was asking for help. The manager goes, sink or swim. We're busy back here. Figure it out. Lol, I did, but let me tell you, customers were not happy because I still didn't know how to properly enter in orders, especially modifications. I went on an interview. They had me wait in the lobby. In the 5 minutes I was sitting there, 3 employees walked past me. The first just looked at me and laughed. The second said, leave. Leave while you can. The third made the sign of the cross at me. Later, during the interview, the hiring manager showed me the Zen room, which was a quiet room you got to go to for 10 minutes when you got too stressed out. I was offered the job. I declined. Edit. 1. They walked by separately. At different times too. You had to ask permission to use the Zen room. Competitive pay, but they won't tell you what the pay actually is in the posting or even the interview. Asking if I planned to have children in the interview, I was 19. When they refuse to tell you what your starting salary would be, or when they just avoid the question altogether. Like I didn't apply to the job to be a part of some family work culture. I came here to get a job and be paid. When they say, or try to make you sign, anything pertaining to not discussing your wages with other employees, that shit is illegal, and it screams that people aren't being fairly compensated for their work. I've literally up and walked the fuck out of jobs for this. If you get a tour and everything is old but they say, they're in the process of updating, yeah, no. They don't update shit. You're going to be working with broken out dates equipment. 9/10 you're going to get in trouble when it breaks on you. I've always found the hiring process to be a pretty accurate reflection of how your time with the company will be. So, if they make you jump through a million hoops just to be hired, you can expect any kind of raise or promotion to be the same. If they are asking you your thoughts on conflict, then you can expect that you'll be working with at least one difficult person who is a known problem employee. If they say fast-paced, tight deadlines, then expect to work overtime. If HR is a mess, then don't expect good onboarding, etc., etc. Raises are only cost of living, inflation, increases. There's a misery wall when walking into work. When you pass a certain point in the building, the feeling changes significantly. If you know, you know.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.